Hi, sir. Welcome to Film Companion South.
Yeah.
Let's go back to February or the end of February last year. You have with you probably the most valuable film in all of South India. And then this lockdown happens. What is your mindset when you have something so expensive with you without any future plans or without any knowledge of what's going to happen in the months to come?
It was absolutely a different experience for me, maybe lifetime experience. Of course, we have not gone through this in our lifetime, and we should never go through this again. And after the audio release function, we were all very happy because everything was going all right. So we fixed the date, April 9th. And as a matter of fact, all the areas were sold out, and we had very good margins at that particular point of time. So we were all very happy. But then once the lockdown announced, we thought it is going to be very temporary. Could be March, April, May. But then it got extended beyond expectations. So when we reached September, there were a lot of issues because we finally decided to release at least by Deepavali. Again, we couldn't do it for various reasons, and the theatres were just opened, but then we were not very happy about the things that were happening because cases were not coming down, pandemic cases. So it was rather a most difficult period for us. We had gone through a lot of stress, but of course the stress made us to learn a lot of things in our life. And for me, after a long gap, I have taken this big budgeted movie. So naturally, we had to go through a lot of brainstorming sessions with our co-producers, including with Mr. Vijay. And finally, we decided somehow we should release the movie latest by Pongal. That's what we have done it.
So you yourself have produced many films with Vijay in the early part of his career. But this gap that we talk about is close to about 20-25 years. And you're a successful businessman other ways. When did it kind of reach the point where you thought, okay, now let me make another film for Vijay, or let me make another film with Vijay? What kind of reached that point? Like, what kind of led you to that point?
So if you take the history of Mr. Vijay's films, after the first three films, Sendura Pandi, Rasigan Deva, all the three movies were very successful. And after that, what happened was Mr. Vijay became very busy. Too many producers, too many films were booked in a year. So year on year, sometimes those days, 2 years, 3 years at a time, he was getting booked. That was a very good sign for him for his growth. But then, a couple of years back, when I met in my house Mr. Vijay, I told him, it is very long time, Vijay. I think you are now growing very fast. Maybe at this particular point of time, if you could give me an opportunity, it will be a pride moment for me and my family. So immediately he told me, yes, uncle, I will keep you in mind and I will call you at the right time. Exactly after 2 years, he suddenly called me, uncle, are you prepared to do a good movie? And so is the director. I was so happy. And we started working out the complete particulars about the movie. That is how he gave me that important aspect of giving this good movie. But the first day itself, the intuitions were good. So I told him, we work together for all successful movies, and I am sure Master will also be that time it was not named as Master. So this movie with our combination will do extremely well, and it has done well.
So you're saying after you discussed this idea with him, it took about 2 years for him to get back and say, yes, how about now?
The thing is that 2 years he was already full.
Anyway, he was booked. Okay.
Yeah, booked, and then his movies were going on.
Yeah.
And then also he wanted to give the right people to be with me, because I am not into the films all the time. So also the right director. and also to have the right story. All that was there, in his mind. That's why he waited, and he has given. I'm very thankful to him. He has given the right movie.
In terms of your career, from the time you handled production at that point to right now, do you think a lot has changed? Not just in terms of scale, but of course Vijay's career, the way the business has changed, the way the background business is changing. Do you feel like a huge difference in the way everything is functioning in the industry?
Absolutely, because about 20-25 years back, it was totally different. Today we are living in a digital world. The whole thing is, completely guided by the technology, also the speed and the direction. So naturally, those days, we take 6 months, 9 months, 1 year to take a movie, and there were a lot of combinations. But now, you see, even the number of movies every year, it is going up because the speed at which, because everybody knows the investments are more, and they have to make sure the lead time of each movie has to be as much as less possible, so that the interest commitment is not. So most of the producers, they don't. Of course, they put initial investments. After that, they have to borrow, and the interest rate is also very high. So
Now compared to then?
Compared to yes.
Yeah, much higher now.
Much higher over a period of time, because the risk is also high.
Yeah.
Risk is also high. There are so many movies in the pipeline for competition, and compared those days, if you take it, there are so many actors who are also doing extremely well, and that is a healthy competition, of course. And every region has got more movies coming in, and more people competing, and technology is changing. Naturally, the cost of production has also gone up, because those days, if you take it, most of the schedules are being done in the studio itself. Now, if you take it, mostly they travel to various destinations in order to make it more realistic.
Yes.
For example, in our movie also, we had to travel to Shimoga, where the jail scenes were very natural.
Yeah.
So you cannot, even if you we have put up a very good big jail this thing, but this still the realistic thing can come only when you go to those places. That's why Lokesh Kanagaraj could give real jail pictures in certain, you could have experienced that during the movie. So because of that also, the cost of production has gone up. So one has to be very careful today when you make a movie, and things have to be properly organized. It has to be budgeted. Every schedule you have to closely follow up and watch your expenses and the variances. Also, because if you don't keep your cost under control, your investment under control, beyond a level you cannot make money, because now everything is regulated. So it differs from hero to hero, and sometimes the story becomes the hero. Yeah. It all depends. So there are certain heroes like Mr. Vijay commands great respect in the market. So most saleable hero. So their estimations are possible, but not with all the heroes.
Correct. Yeah.
So with the other heroes, you have to watch out other things also. So in a way, today to make a movie, it is you have to really think, and you need a lot of plan, and also clarity in execution.
So, but you are in the logistics business, right? You are in the shipping business. Even for you, when you're dealing with a business where there are so many stresses and so many things go wrong, how do you kind of compare that with the stress of making a film, which is probably in terms of budget not as stressful as your regular business? So, but when you compare the two businesses, how do you kind of draw a line between the two?
As a businessman, I am taking movie sector is also a kind of a business.
Yeah.
So when you take it, the risk element in movie sector is very high compared to my business, because in my business we always make provisions. In one area we lose, in one area we make sure that we gain, or we adopt certain proactive and innovative methods, thereby at least we control our costings in order to mitigate the losses. But in film industry, it is not possible. Once spent is spent on the actors, on the locations, on the events, if you take it. So, unless the product comes out to the satisfaction of the people, there is an element of high risk. So, either you lose your entire money or your part money, or at least your interest you lose. So, when you take the certainty, I would say logistics has got certain certainty.
Yeah.
So, the stress is anticipated, whereas in the movie world, the stress it's more dynamic, keeps changing. Like, we had gone through during this pandemic, it will get over this time, that time, so that stress is something different, because you put a huge money at stake and also waiting whether it will click or not. Then things like that, when it happens, it is more stressful than my business.
Was there any point during the last year where you thought, maybe I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have made Master? Was there at least a single thought that came to your mind where you thought, right now I regret this decision?
Actually, it is a very unusual thing. Nobody expected.
Yeah.
For me, the first day itself, I told Mr. Vijay, it is my prestige, because I have been in this business. I have gained, I have lost. And for your information, from nothing, I am a self-made businessman. For risk taking is normally a very normal thing for me. And if you take my logistic business, after having started, I anticipated so many things, that India will grow like this. After a certain number of years, there will be a lot of globalization, relaxations will come in, and multinationals will have to look into India. So accordingly, I was preparing myself. So those projects, the breeding period was very, very high. So maybe for 5 years, 10 years, I was continuously incurring loss. But I was able to withstand it with an anticipation that India will change, India will bring in, and it is happening now in the last about 10 years. So the whole thing, the lot of developments are happening after 2010, if you strictly take it, because a lot of advancements are happening. So naturally, when you take this, when you compare the amount of my risk taking in my business, it has helped me to be more cool and positive about this project. So I have not taken this movie project. Probably, if I am only a producer and my business is only production of movies, and I'm already having 3-4 movies with me, and I'm carrying a lot of risk and tensions and pressure. But for me, it was not like that. When I met Mr. Vijay, I told him it is my prestige.
Yeah.
And what is going to outcome? I'm not going to be very calculative, or I'm not going to be estimating, or return on investments this much, and this has to be there, this has to be there. All that I never thought about it. My happiness was that Mr. Vijay has given this project, and I took it as a prestige. So naturally, at any particular point of time, I never felt that I have taken this movie. I thought I was only blaming the time,
Yeah.
But I was confident that times will change. You see, the waiting, the patience, patience is the virtues they talk about it. The amount of patience is the important quality, that makes you to be, patience is important for your happiness. So having waited, being patient, because the product was so nice, and it has come out immediately after this pandemic bad situation, and there was a huge expectations built up over it was also an advantage situation built up over a period of time for Master. That is why it has become a blockbuster. So either way, it has become beneficial for us, because as you rightly say that this was the movie, it has gone all over India. In fact, globally now, it is doing extremely well. And nobody has come back and told us that movie is bad or movie is this, that. The comments are always positive. So naturally, because the product is so good, and it has, for me, it has come at the right time.
So let me ask you, as a businessman, after when you look at it business wise, of course, in terms of prestige, there's no counting, because you have taken the boldest decision that any producer has taken in the last 6 or 7 months. But in terms of return on investment, when you look at it purely as a businessman, now can you call Master a profitable venture?
Sir, we are expecting that we will definitely cover our investment, and hopefully we will cover our interest.
Okay.
This is how we look at it as a businessman. So,
Yeah.
and as a producers also. My co-producer was very much worried because, Mr. Vijay gave the movie to me, and they were line producers. And later on, they wanted to be part of this project, because I also thought that on the field, they are going to do everything as line producers. So why not? So Vijay also agreed to that when these my co-producers asked me. So once they became co-producers, their involvement was much higher. So naturally, certain areas we bifurcated. So co-producer Mr. Lalit said, I will handle the distribution side, overseas side. I was happy because he knows the field, because he says he knows the field, and of course he's also taking other movies. He's part of this movie world.
Yeah.
So his experience definitely could help us, and so he's also a good negotiator. So accordingly, initially we did a good negotiations, and all the areas were sold, even overseas, where everything was excellent. But unfortunately, because of this in between, the distributors wanted to get back their money. That's where the whole trouble started. So Mr. Lalit came, and he was going through a lot of stress, and he told me, I encouraged him, don't worry, I will give up my margins if necessary, in order to make sure the movie comes out. This is how I had to do certain compromises compared to the margin that was protected in the initial stages. I gave up everything and made a new agreement in order to have a win-win situation, in order to look at the balanced situation. So accordingly, he was very happy. That is where he gained a lot of confidence. So naturally, it was a situation not expected. So he agreed to that, and finally the movie came out. So first we looked at our investment, our interest. Yes, now the press, media, everybody is talking about 200 crore club, 300 crore club. All that is fine. Yes, good collections are going on. But as as an accounts person, I will always say there are other taxes attached to it. We should always see what is being projected is also gross collections. It is not.
Net,
if that money comes, I think everybody will come into this business.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Most of the people will come into the film business because it's a huge money involved.
Of course, yeah.
So, but that's not the case. So we are now working seriously, because since in most of the places we have done the direct releases. We are still waiting for certain accounts to come in, because the movie is still going on very well. It's still, houseful shows are going on. So Master is doing still well. So maybe in a week's time we will come to know what kind of further surplus we'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
God willing, we expect there will be surplus, but we are unable to estimate it now, because still movie is going on.
So right now you cannot call it a break-even point.
We have already broken even,
Okay.
because I said no.
Yeah.
When you have taken the investment,
Yeah.
when you have taken the complete interest, you are into the break-even stage.
Correct. Yeah. So that has already happened.
That has already happened.
Yeah.
So definitely for Mr. Lalit and myself, we wanted to protect only that. Then only the product is successful. Sometimes we say, the operation success but patient dead.
Yeah.
That should not be the case for any business. You see.
Yes. Yeah.
So in this case, yes, we expected, because of the 50% occupancy,
Correct.
there could be some, shocks
Yeah.
after releasing. But then, it went on so well that, the collections were reported, and all the theatre people were very happy. So naturally, I think Lalit has also indicated to our auditors there could be some surplus, and we are definitely expecting that. Then we have got other rights to sell also.
Yeah.
So maybe in another couple of weeks we will know beyond break even what kind of surplus we are going to reap.
Sir, but in terms of as a ballpark figure, can you give us a gross collection report of how much the film would have collected? Because I mean, like I said, a lot of producers are looking at what you're going to be saying to plan their releases this year. So,
see, with the 50% occupancy,
occupancy.
it is very successful.
Yeah.
I'm again telling you, if only we had 100% occupancy, by this time I will be talking to you about a surplus.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, what has to run for 4 weeks, we could have managed in 2 weeks if it was 100% occupancy.
Correct.
So, that is the reason why, being a very peculiar situation now, we are unable to come to a kind of a final calculation how much we are going to land. Maybe after 2 weeks you ask me, because anyway it is going to be audited, we have to file returns.
Of course.
And so naturally we have to be very clear about what we are going to get. And as a businessman, particularly for myself, if you take our company accounts or anything, we are very, very clear. So naturally everything will have to come out, and we will clearly say that this kind of profit we have made, surplus we have made. But I want to tell you very frankly, given the circumstances, very peculiar circumstances, as a producer, I am happy.
Yeah.
So the exact figures will come, and we will have to declare, in order to, not because we just want to declare, it will give a kind of a boost,
Yeah.
confidence, and also it will motivate the small and medium type producers to come out with their films to the theatres.
Correct.
So definitely, only at least for that sake, we will come out with our final figures.
So you gave us a hypothetical situation where the surplus that you're looking at would have come in within 2 weeks, if not for the 50% rule. But let me ask you another question. The film is made, of course, not predicting the corona crisis. It's made for a proper Vijay market. With the kind of reports that we are looking at right now, the reports have been good, the reviews have been mixed to positive, mainly positive. If it had released in April like it had, like you had planned, what kind of collection would you think, would you have assumed would have come in at that time?
Probably the similar collections would have come with the 100% occupancy.
Yeah.
Much higher also.
Yeah.
Because we clearly predicted, sir, that time we had sold all the areas.
Yes. Yeah.
We had sold the overseas. See, Vijay films normally get sold immediately.
Of course. Yeah.
And it happened to Master also. But then we had lot of added advantage, because from the initial stage it created lot of hype. For example, we had Mr. Lokesh Kanagaraj, whose 2 movies were big hits.
Super hits. Yeah.
Super hits. That is number 1. Number 2, we had added advantage, big advantage of Mr. Vijay Sethupathi.
Yeah.
Because already he has done very good movies, and he is known for his acting. And then there was a big expectation because of Anirudh.
Of course.
So then we had a very good cine photographer, editors, all that. The team was very young and energetic. So naturally the expectations was very high. Because of that, compared to other movies of Mr. Vijay, we had very good offers in all the areas, including whether you take Sun TV or other media, everywhere we were able to get the best for this movie. But unfortunately, we couldn't release on April 9th. So we had to rework the whole thing. So that is the reason why, when you ask me, see, in the normal circumstances as a producer, I am supposed to tell you by this time, how much I am going to get it or what kind of collections. Yes, gross collections, whatever the papers are reporting should be correct. Because without proper, survey, they may not be reporting. I mean, even if it is wrong, a few newspapers would have come out with the different figures.
Yeah.
But you noticed all of them have come out with almost the similar figures.
Yeah.
Which means the market is floating with the idea of what exactly has happened. But for me, as producer, I am interested what I am going to get as net collections, which is going to take little more time because of the present situation.
Okay, sir. So tell me a little bit in detail about that particular situation where the film is ready. Like, even if your film was maybe 2 months delayed, or there was some delay in shooting, you wouldn't have faced so many issues. But your film is ready, you have already sold it, you have sold different parts of the film to different areas. When they are insisting, when the distributors or the theatre owners are asking for their money back, what did you finally have to do?
We have no other go. In fact, those areas were handled by, because being a co-producer and being knowledgeable in terms of distribution, Mr. Lalit handled that, and he was handling it very well up to a particular point. But when we went beyond Deepavali, I think they didn't want to wait, distributors. So they put a lot of pressure. In fact, Mr. Lalit came to me, asked me to meet all the distributors, but I said, you have dealt with them, better my auditors can deal with them. And you please, after discussing with them, I told my auditors, go and sit with Lalit along with the distributors, discuss and come back to me. Whatever way I need to be flexible in order to make sure that we look at a very balanced thinking, a positive thinking. Accordingly, they reported to me, yes, the situation is not good, the distributors want to get back the money, and naturally with interest. That is also another important aspect to be considered in our surplus, because naturally any distributor will we are holding their money for some time, so their expectation is quite normal. That so that is also Mr. Lalit has to tell us how much interest he had to pay. So that is the reason why we reworked our entire agreement to go for a direct release and to take the complete risk. So that way, yes, it was not a good situation for us.
So at the same time, you are not only paying the interest you would have incurred for making the film, you are also paying an interest to the people who had sold you their rights for a temporary period of time. So it is basically interest from two sides.
That's what Mr. Lalit, because since distributors were handled by Mr. Lalit, yes, he was negotiating with them, and it was also told to our auditors that I think distributors are expecting interest for the money which we held for over a period of 6 months to 9 months. So it was there, but what is the exact amount paid? It has to come through the accounts now to us. Yes, it was a double burden. This is movie. Lalit had to. He had invested some money. He had to pay for interest, and I have invested my money. So naturally, I had to pay interest plus this one. That's the reason why I said it's a very peculiar situation. We need to work out at different combinations to find out the exact reality.
But now all that had to be settled before the film finally released.
See, what we did is that we reworked the entire project cost, working, took into account his interest, my interest, distributor's interest. Again, we arrived at a different final figure, overall budget. So the budget got increased by almost 20%.
20%.
So that's the reason why I said the surplus we have to wait and see, because the cost of production, it was very quite normal as usual up to April. After that, when things changed, we had to add up other elements of costings. So naturally, our margins,
shrunk,
yes, were cut down. Because of that, only we are waiting what kind of surplus we are going to get. So all that we have provided for. There are so many expenses we have provided for. Now we need to find out. I think Lalit is also convincing them what kind of this thing. But I think we will come to know once the total amount is being arrived at. And then only we have to wait for our surplus.
So what was Vijay sir's mindset at this point in time? Because like from my understanding, the stars in Tamil cinema, how they work is, if they are not producing the film themselves, they'll take a salary at the beginning, and then they of course finish the movie and all that. They don't get involved in the whole financial side of this. But like you said, this is a peculiar situation. What was Vijay sir's what is Vijay sir's mindset, and what were the kind of things that he could have done in the financial side of this period?
Sir, it is whatever pressure, the risk a businessman or a producer, when he is going through, it is not good to immediately drag
Other
the people who are involved. For example, I am running a business. My staffs are working very well. My managers, my CEOs are doing extremely a good job. But at the end of the day, due to the market conditions, I incur a loss. Do you think I will have to go back and ask my CEOs and managers to reduce their salaries?
Yeah, exactly.
So as a businessman, I look at the same thing in cinema also. For me, it is not reasonable to go back to, probably we can request them to do one more movie or to accommodate certain other things in future. How could you reopen what has been agreed just because the market conditions change? So we need to look at this also like any other business. I looked at that same way. So in terms of Mr. Vijay fixed a certain salary, and that salary was paid. That's it. We had never gone back or to him saying that what is going to be your involvement and all that, because in the initial stage itself, my relationship with Mr. Vijay is absolutely professional. We were very clear about what exactly we are going to do in terms of the movie, in terms of the outcome of the movie. At that time, we never knew about this pandemic, but however, we were very clear. So, moreover, it is very sensitive for me as his uncle, and I know I have been with him from the initial stages, how he worked hard and what kind of confidence level he has to go through in order to come to this level. So, probably if any other producer, they could have asked. In my position, it was rather sensitive. I had never gone to him and asked him, please reduce and all that. Our relationship till today has been very professional and absolutely clean and clear.
So, but given the present time, even let's assume that everything goes back to normal by the end of this year, do you feel that the way films are produced in the industry and the way accounts are kept and the way things finally pan out when you're making the film, there needs to be a correction in the budgets and the salaries?
Sir, if you ask me as a businessman, because I have two phases. One side, I do this business, I'm a self-made businessman. Without proper budgets and calculations and having a control over the overheads or making savings wherever it is possible, no businessman can sustain and maintain. See, there is survival. After that, you have to sustain. Then you have to keep maintaining it. There are different aspects to business. The same thing has to be there in. See, many people suggest for some people they come for fancy purpose to start producing. The intentions are different. But if your intentions are very clear, the business has to be done properly with regard to films also, then you need appropriate planning, you need appropriate budget and schedule proper follow-up. Also, you should, in the initial stage itself, you know whom you are going to cast and what is going to be your storyline and who is going to your budget differs accordingly because of your hero, because of your director and the other cost. So you need to be very clear what kind of film you want to produce. Whether you want to produce see, even the government itself is talking about MSME, that is medium, micro and all that. The same way I will look at film industry. So we need to divide small budget, medium budget and high budget. So we should know what I am going to reap from the market. So now it is very, very clear, sir, what you are going to get from overseas, what you are going to get from the theaters, theatrical release, or what you are going to get from the other medias. It could be TV media or digital media, whatever it is. So, and also the remake rights, all those you are very clear. So this is all set about 8 to 10. So you know what hero and what kind of director is going to have this kind of outcome out of all this. So naturally, for me, you can probably make, depending on the director, depending on the cost, depending on the hero, depending on the and the line of story which requires a lot of settings and so on, you can clearly come out with your budget, and also in hand how much approximately you will realize from all these areas. So I don't think so. It's a very crucial thing that we may not be able to exactly. For me, at least to the extent of 80%, when you start the project itself, this is what I'm going to reach, this is what I'm going to reap. It is very clear. So one has to have, in this industry, if people can have proper, I think some of the big production houses, they are already having set of people to do this. So once you have a proper plan in place, budget in place and follow-up in place and a clear execution in place, I don't think so you lose money.
So leave alone the fact that you're his uncle and you're related to him. As a pure businessman, and in terms of the return on investment, his involvement brings to a project, do you feel his salary is justified?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Because today, as I told you, Mr. Vijay is the leading hero, one of the most saleable product. So, you pay a different price to silver, you pay different price to gold, you pay a different price to diamond. So if you start fixing the same price for everything, what is the use? The value differs. So naturally, for a diamond you have to pay very high price, and for the diamond the more you keep it, the more you get
Valuable.
the more valuable. So what Mr. Vijay is asking is completely justifiable. It is because he has been in this industry for such a long period, and he has given lot of hits, and he has created such a big fan following, and there are people waiting to see his movie completely for after releasing 4 weeks continuously. So all that matters a lot, sir. This doesn't come from 1 or 2 years, a matter of so many years. So it starts from, I would say, from 1992 probably, if I am correct, till today, so many years. So it is not possible. He has gone through so many years and he worked for it, and he is eligible for it.
So another major controversy that happened very recently with concerning the release of Master was how quickly it came on Amazon. At least for us outsiders, it wasn't something we knew that Master was going to release quicker on Amazon, but then it happened within the span of 2 weeks. How do you kind of look at that controversy and all the things that you had to deal with from the theatre side for making that decision? And alternatively, is that the future now? Is that how we have to kind of look at the theatre model, wherein you have to send or you have to sell the films to OTT within a span of 15 to 20 days?
Sir, as I told you, this is a very peculiar situation. As producer, we have set the trend. We are trendsetters, I would say. Before Master and after Master. Okay. So what kind of thing which we are doing is not going to be the final yardstick. If you are thrown into the swimming pool, and if you don't know the swimming properly, you will try and see different methods. There is no a free flow or a backstroke or whatever it is. Any method you will use it. Make sure that you save your life. Same way, after this pandemic switch, when we were the first people to come in to experiment a lot of things and to also take the very high risk with this kind of high budgeted movie. So when I discussed with Mr. Lalit, being co-producer, and he is responsible for direct release and managing all the theatres, because I couldn't get involved into it. It is very clear bifurcation of our interest. So I don't interfere in the freedom of people. But he had his own valid reason. He discussed with me, because unless I give NOC, nothing can happen.
Possible, yeah.
But it was very clear, because yes, already 50% is running in. 2 weeks have gone by. The main reason is, sir, the major amount which we could have otherwise got it, the opportunity cost, and overseas selling is lost. So people withdrew, and there are very few countries only projected the movie in the theatres. So there is already a lot of pressure because I think more than 200 countries is projecting Mr. Vijay's movie, and particularly Malaysia and all, people are crazy about it. So there was a lot of pressure from overseas that, see, normally Amazon will take over after 40-45 days. That is the normal agreement for any movie. But in this case, because one is that is direct release, maybe entire areas have been sold through distributors, it would have been rather difficult. But then the overseas is the main reason, sir, because there is a lot of pressure. People could not go. Even in US, in certain places, theaters were open. People were traveling 500 kilometers. Even in Canada, people reported to me so much of distance they have to travel. And in some important areas where Vijay movie used to run very well, could not be screened there. Because of all these, mainly because of overseas reasons, we decided, yes. Also here, most of the areas are direct release. Let's form this formula by getting into additional income from the agreed original amount. Additional, why not? So we discussed, and Amazon agreed, and Mr. Lalit went and discussed with them, and he came to me and discussed with me, and he wanted my NOC. I said, so long as we cover and come out to surplus, everything is experimental. So naturally, what I would like to tell you is, let's not take this as a yardstick for the future, because it's a very peculiar, uncertain situation. However, if this model could work, why not? But then, let us be very clear in the case of films being sold to distributors. Being sold to distributors, in turn they release it in the theatres. So we need to be very clear what kind of agreement in future we are going to enter into with these guys, with these people. So if they are agreeable, And if it is going to be a win-win situation, why not? So rather this formula could work, particularly for medium budget movies, where it will not run beyond a week or 10 days.
Yeah.
So why somebody has to wait for a kind of screening at home? See, not many people, another reason, not many families could come to the theaters because of the pandemic fear, particularly professionals. A lot of my doctor friends never came to the theater in spite of the assurances. So there are some families could not come. So this situation is very peculiar. So what decision we have taken is when the product is very hot, you have to break it. You can't be waiting for so long, when people are putting so much of pressure overseas and locally because of this pandemic position, we have to take this stand. And ultimately, people have seen in OTT also it's a big success and we are very happy about it.
So if not for that period where you had bought back the rights, like when you paid that extra interest and bought back the rights, you couldn't have sold it to Amazon, right?
It all depends. Probably that time what we would have done, we would have called all the distributors together.
Yeah.
We will definitely ask whether they have reached their break even, whether they have covered their cost and whether they have made profit. If so, whether it is the right appropriate time to release with OTT. It could be done only with the concurrence of all the interested parties. Even in this case, Mr. Lalit spoke to everybody, took them into confidence, and all the interested parties were consulted, and finally OTT was released. Otherwise, we would have faced a lot of other challenges also, you see. By this time, you would have known no challenge has come in. So, which means Mr. Lalit has spoken to all the interested party, and then only it came to me, then I gave the NOC.
But how was that process of dealing with Amazon at that point? Of course, it is a win-win situation for both of you. For them, they're getting one of the biggest films of the year within 2 weeks of its release. But in your case, did you ever feel like they were approaching this like a distress sale? Because you are in a peculiar situation like you mentioned, and your need to sell it is probably more important than their need to buy it at that point. So was there ever a tone of it being like a distress sale from your side?
It was not at all a distress sale. It was only an innovative thinking, I would put it this way. So having run it for more than 2 weeks, it's almost like a quarantine period for us. So once we cross that, when we get some additional income from OTT platform, why not? See, we have to only look at the overall investment and costings, how far we are able to go, we are going to get our net collections, and how this additional amount, because of this arrangement we are going to get, ultimately what is the kind of benefit as producer we are going to get. We looked at it. It was beneficial, that is why we have gone in for it.
In terms of this model, like you had discussed, the model where you you sell to Amazon and Netflix much sooner than before, especially when you're kind of talking about the films that are now in the line. Like there have been lots of films, especially like RRR and KGF 2, they have announced their release dates only after seeing the performance of Master. So when you're kind of dealing with their when you're kind of talking about their production model, their kind of films, would you recommend this method, or do you think they should focus on straight theatrical release and the big release that releases all over the country and things like that?
See, actors like Vijay, they are all theatrical hero. There is no doubt about it. See, this new method we adopted because of this peculiar situation. I told you already. If the situation is going to be normal, when this vaccine comes in, it's already started. It's going to be successful, and people become very free, no tensions. Then probably we can go back to the old method. Go for a theatrical release, wait for about 40-45 days, then go to the OTT platform or whatever it is. But now, considering the present situation, till such time, the pandemic comes to normal, I think each producer will only try to safeguard his overall interest. In order to safeguard his overall interest, he will try to adopt some innovative methods. It is one such method is this. So I am not telling you this is going to be a permanent method to sort out our issues. At present situation, we found this is a good solution by getting additional income. Not only additional income, we also wanted, because Vijay has got a huge following overseas, we wanted to satisfy them also. That was the main reason for them. That's why anyway we have already sold our rights to Amazon. We couldn't go to anybody. Outside it is non-exclusive. So again, we thought probably we could go through them for this platform. Accordingly, they accepted. There is no distress sale and all that.
Yeah.
They called us, and then we discussed, and we were compensated. That's why we have agreed.
Again, sir, like there are reports that are already stating that the film has crossed 150 crores. Some people are saying it's 200 crores. Of course, you yourself might not know the exact figures, but is it safe to say that the film has comfortably crossed the 200 crore mark?
According to me, from all the reliable sources,
Yeah.
and I'm also sure that it has crossed 200 crores. You see, Vijay is already a 200
Yeah.
crore club person. Crossing 200 crores per mistake is a normal thing.
Yeah.
Probably people may be having some doubts because of the 50% occupancy,
Yeah.
but overall, yes, it has crossed. Even now, it is running full.
You mentioned that you spoke to Vijay and he's also very happy with this particular situation. But is there any need for you to maybe perhaps do one more film with him because technically the advantage you would have stand to gain in a normal situation that hasn't happened?
Sir, with Mr. Vijay, this film itself, I requested him, he gave it to me at the right time.
Yeah.
I don't want to blame anybody because of this peculiar situation. If one more opportunity Mr. Vijay gives, I will always be available, and I am ready to do that. But of course, Vijay, when one film is going on, he's already committed to another film,
Yeah.
with the Sun Pictures and all
Yeah.
that. So with all that, I know his priorities. In future, if he's going to come and ask me, I will always be willing. Who will not be willing to take movie with Mr. Vijay? So I will always be ready, and that will also be beneficial to us.
So let's talk a little bit about you. So of course, we know that you are related to Vijay, you're his uncle and all that. But from your regular business, when you kind of switch to this particular career, you seem to be somebody, even though you said you wanted the expertise of another producer, another line producer and all that, but you seem to be someone who still always was in touch with this side. You always seem to know what is happening in the business. You always seem to understand how the business has changed. But when you come to this particular point and this particular film, would you look at it as a massive experiential learning in your career, or do you look at it as, oh, why did I get kind of like, should I have done the next film? Should I have done the previous film? Is there any kind of confusion in your
No,
side?
there is absolutely no confusion because I am convinced.
Yeah.
Because for me, I believe he has given it at the right time. Even now I am telling, in spite of pandemic, it is the most right time. Imagine first time Mr. Vijay movie is getting released simultaneously everywhere, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka, everywhere, and the reception was excellent and marvelous. And particularly Kerala, you know that.
Of course.
Absolutely. So, Vijay is well known in Tamil Nadu. He has got a good market in Kerala, Karnataka, and also Telugu. I only say Master has enhanced his coverage and market in these places also. That's number one. Number two, normally we give dubbing rights for Hindi. This time those guys wanted even theatrical rights. So we had given to them. It was also released all over India, particularly Tamil version in Bombay and Delhi, and it went through very successfully. So it has enlarged area apart from the southern states to the north. Also, it has given lot of confidence to the Hindi producers also. A lot of comments are coming from the Hindi actors and also leading producers of that industry that Master has given them lot of confidence because it has pulled in the required crowd into the theatres. So for me, it is a very, very proud thing because having produced a movie in the normal circumstances, sir, you produce a movie for Vijay, it runs well, which is quite normal. Everybody will take it. But if this movie has been talked about everywhere, wide coverage has been given. For me, it has taken Mr. Vijay to the next level in terms of geography and coverage. Also, global expectations was very high. They were waiting to see. Another big thing I could see, very important thing with many of my friends is repeat audience. For me, it is a healthy trend for a movie industry. If you make a good film and you can make the people tie down to the seats for almost 3 hours, you can certainly make them to come again and again. This Master has proved. Again, it has brought in repeat audience. When I say repeat audience, not only for the theatres. Today I met somebody, close friend of mine. He says, sir, I've already seen this movie 2 times in the theatre. I want to watch in Amazon also. So it has not affected, for me, it has not even affected the business of theatres. It has only enhanced the theatres business, because some people who have seen this, on the OTT platform, in TV, having
coming
seen
back.
the kind of a technical excellence of this movie, the sound systems and the musical, compositions and so on, and the background score, they have now coming back to the theatres also. That is one more thing. So why not we go and see in the theatre in order to have the realistic experience?
Yeah.
So it is a kind of a reverse situation now. So the movie has brought, I will say the movie has brought a lot of changes, and the changes is good for the industry. It has revibrated, rejuvenated completely all the theatre owners, all the technicians, because this industry employs a lot of people. So naturally it has regenerated the entire community, and that is the happiness. And people in their life, in future, they will never forget Master. I don't want the pandemic to come again,
Yeah.
but people will never forget pandemic, and they will never forget Master also, because it has created a history.
Yeah. So in other words, while you also say that the film is, you're very happy with the final result of the film, it also technically means that because of the pandemic and because of the unique situation, Vijay has become a pan-India superstar.
See, why you call superstar? He's a I always call him superhero.
So,
For me, yes. I told you, geographically, the more area has gone in, and more people, viewers have seen, millions of people. Definitely it will give an edge in his career, in terms of his revenue, in terms of his profession, in terms of his future thinking, and what kind of movie to choose and how he has to go. A lot of thinking could also change, because now Vijay has to think not only Tamil Nadu but also other states.
so finally, sir, my last question: what do you kind of look at as the most important learning from the Master experience?
So for me, what I have learned as a businessman for almost more than 3 decades, Master has given me kind of challenges which I had never faced in my life. One is the stressful nights which I had gone through. Number 2, the uncertainty of the pandemic. Number 3, how people are going to come into the theatre with all the precautions taken, and whether the content is going to be acceptable. So naturally, what I have learnt is you need to keep cool, self-trust and self-confidence, and confidence in your own product. It will do well, and above all, prepare to meet the risk, whatever it could be, because if you are mentally prepared what is going to come, plus or minus already, even if the outcome is bad, you are mentally prepared. So naturally your emotions could be under control. For me, I always think that if I lose, no problem, I will gain it in the next project, or there are many avenues. You could always keep moving and making your money. So sometimes you should also think, if you are only a producer and this is going to be only your business, naturally I would say the stress level would have been very, very, very high. For me, it is one of my business, and my core business is logistics, and we run one of the biggest companies in India. And I have more than 6,000 employees. Already during the pandemic, the biggest challenge is to pay them completely. We never fail to pay our salaries and my salary bill is very huge.
Yeah.
So compared to that, this was also one kind of risk for me, one kind of challenge.
Yeah.
So yes, it has given us, but then I had many stresses.
Yeah.
So I also took this as one of the stresses.
Yeah.
But by God's grace, with the parents' blessings, everything has gone well. For me, I am a very satisfied person. You see, always they say, you should be the satisfied person rather than a successful person, because at the end of the day, satisfied life is very important. than your successful life. Because success is one which is measured by others, but whereas your satisfaction is measured by your heart and soul and whatever it is. So you should be a satisfied person. For me, having taken master, having gone through this stress and uncertainties and challenges, today I am a most satisfied person because I always look at positive points. Lot of positive points have emerged after the release of Master.
Will you be making another movie soon, sir? Can we expect you to be the producer?
Yes, sir. Now
again?
I have made, because I always give a lot of employment opportunities in because I am in hospitality industry, I am in education, and I am also in a movie. And naturally, this field requires a lot of employment opportunities. So I will have two banners like Estel Entertainers for a small budgeted movies. In fact, we have already prepared for two small budgeted movies, which will start by this month end. And then big budget, yes, XB Creators will always be, because it has got a tremendous name now, and everybody knows about it. And I want to keep up the name with a good investment and good pictures and good content. The content is very important. And my daughter is already married to a filmy family. Mr. Murali was a very famous actor.
Of course.
And his son is Adarva, and his brother is Mr. Akash. My daughter is married to him, and Akash has got a passion of again getting into it's there in their blood, I think, probably. So he wants to get into it, and with the right big director. So probably by March or April, we will make an announcement in the XP Films for Mr. Akash with a very good director, with a very good movie content, because he has got a lot of potential to be a very good actor, or to fill the gap of young actors. So he has got a lot of confidence, and I also have a good intuition that he can come up. Why not? Let him try. See, any profession, unless you try, you have to get in. Because for me, shipping was absolutely new to me. I was a professor in a college for 1 year. I never thought I would get into shipping and I would become a businessman. And I'm a first generation businessman. You know, first generation businessman has to go through a lot of difficulties. Everything is pros and cons. Everything you have to experiment. Everything you have to take it up. And there will be a lot of failures. One thing in my life, I tell the youngsters also, whenever there is a failure, I always take it as a slip, not as a fall. There is always a difference between a slip and a fall. So if you take every fall as a slip, then you don't see the intensity of the fall. You will only see the next, what you have to do it. This is what I am doing in my life. That is why we have been growing as one of the best companies in logistics in India. In a couple of years, I will be coming for IPO, and our company will be one of the largest IPO in logistics in a couple of years. What else you require? Because with a very meager amount, with 5 people, when I started this business, I never knew that I will be coming to this level. So God has blessed me so much. So here and there some failures are coming, I don't mind. Because when God blesses you so much, you need to watch your ego, which I am completely monitoring my ego. And I want to be as humble, as simple as possible. So that, whether success comes or failure comes, I keep correcting my mistakes. That's all.
So thank you so much for speaking with me. So thank you for being so open, and it's such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, sir. And so nicely you asked good questions. I'm sure people will understand that Master has done very well, and Master has taught not only to the production house a lot of lessons, and to the entire film fraternity. Thank you.